Sometimes we make mistakes and sometimes we purchase things and it just doesn't work out. So this video is going to be all the bags that I either return or let go in 2023. My name is Jenny. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you guys have been here before, you know that this channel is all about handbags because that's what speaks to me the most. We do unboxings, hauls, reviews, comparisons, and everything like that. So you love content like that, please consider subscribing. I release 2 videos per week. And if you're not following me on Instagram, please stop by and say hello. So today's video is all about regrets and all about things that didn't quite work out for whatever reason. Some of these I actually regret letting go of, and some of these I felt like I made a good decision. But let's just go through it. It's not a huge list, to be honest. I like to put a lot of thought in things I purchase. Sometimes it does work out, sometimes it doesn't. For the most part, I actually have a really hard time letting go of my bags. But these ones, I just knew wouldn't be right in the long run, so I did let them go. So let's start off with item number 1, and that is the Saint Laurent mini puffer bag, and that's this one right here. I do regret it a little bit because I think the price on this is really high right now. I can't remember exactly what I paid, but the increases at YSL has also been a thing. I love the size. I love how it was light. I actually really like the bag, and for that reason, I do regret it. The reason why I let it go is honestly the strap length. You guys know if you've been following me, but I'm not a huge fan of straps that are super long. However, I could have cinched it in with the little shorteners that I have, so it's probably not that big of a deal. But I did let that go because at that time I wanted to invest in the Saint Laurent camera bag, which I actually never ended up picking up. It's always been like something I wanted, but again, I just never wanted it, I guess, enough to purchase it. So I did let go of the mini puffer. Do I regret it? Yes, I do, because I think that right now they are pretty pricey and it's a really easy bag to use. However, it wasn't something that was my favorite and not something that I reach for all the time. And sometimes you just have to let things go if you're not using it. You know what I mean? Second item on the list is my Chanel, I don't even know the exact name of this, but it was like a top handle flap caviar bag in beige. I saw this one at the boutique and it was a spur of the moment thing. It wasn't anything that I knew. I'd never looked into this bag before. I was browsing, went to the Chanel store, saw it, loved the color. I love that beige. And I love how it was caviar because we all know how much caviar bags are. And I felt like at that time, that price point was not great, not terrible, but okay for what it was. But upon unboxing it, and I have a little reel I put up on my Instagram and examining it, I realized it just wasn't worth the price at the end of the day. You guys know I say this all the time, but Chanel quality, as well as other brands as well, their quality has just been going downhill. I understand things are just really pricey right now with inflation and all that stuff. I mean, across the board, right? Food costs more, things at Target cost more. So it's not just handbags. But again, if I'm gonna pay that much of an increase for a new item, I would hope that it would be at least like decent quality. So what I noticed about this particular bag is on the actual hardware of the gold, it just looked really cheap. It reminded me of something you pick up at Hobby Lobby where you're spray painting it gold and it just looks kind of unfinished. It didn't look luxurious to me. And disclaimer, nothing wrong with Hobby Lobby, nothing wrong with Target items. I purchase things from there all the time, but I'm just trying to paint an example when it comes to cost and worth, right? So like if I know I'm getting something for less, I'm getting something that is spray painted gold, I'm fine with that. I DIY things all the time myself. However, if I'm paying a premium price, I would hope that the gold would stand out, look luxurious, and the bag overall be made really well. I noticed the stitching was a little bit wonky. The hardware didn't look great. I mean, the bag itself was super cute. The idea of it was wonderful, but I just didn't think it would last that long if I actually used the bag. So I did end up taking it back to the boutique. Like right after I unboxed it and realized it was just maybe not exactly what I thought it was. So it didn't work out. However, I think it's a beautiful bag. And if you have it, I mean, I'm sure it looks amazing. It's just, I didn't think it was worth the price. Another Chanel item I wanted to bring up, and these are all not like classics. They're more seasonal pieces, was the Papon bag I picked up over here. I really like this one, but I didn't, after unboxing it, the size was a little too big and they had another size that I liked more. I do love the pattern on it. I know pattern isn't for everyone, but I do think the pattern on this just made it a little bit special. And if you feel it, it feels really nice. They had another one where it was more of a rectangle and it did have like a little tag and stuff. I thought that one was a lot cuter. So I went on the waiting list for that. Unfortunately, never was able to get my hands on that, but I figure if I didn't love that enough, why keep it and pay for it? When I really wanted the other piece instead. So unfortunately it didn't work out. I wasn't able to get it because they never had any more come back to stock. My SA wasn't able to get one for me. However, it's okay because, I mean, don't buy things just to buy it. Buy things you actually love and appreciate because you don't want to waste our hard-earned money. So that's how I felt about that bag. So no regrets on letting that one go. Next bag is my Louis Vuitton reversed Vanity over here. Now, I love this bag. I still to this day, I mean, I still really love this bag, but at that time I wanted the vintage Chanel Vanity. I wanted there's some other vanities. I still want the Go Yard Vanity. There's just other vanities that spoke to me more. The reason I picked this bag up though is because of the chain. I never did unboxing because the minute I got it, I wore it like once or twice. Wasn't like in love with it after wearing it a couple times. I actually gave it to my mom, who I felt she would enjoy it a lot more, get a lot of use out of it. I don't know how much she uses it, but I know she likes it. So I just gave it to her. And honestly, I guess it's not really letting it go because I ever wanted to borrow again. I'm sure she'll let me borrow it or whatnot. But the reason why I purchased it is because of the strap. I thought the strap was so cute and unique, and I still like it. I feel like it will look good on other bags. I think the Vanity is really cute. I do like the size of it. I like the look of it. It just didn't match like a lot of my outfits. And I don't know, there's just something about it. Like I liked it, but not enough, you know? So I did gift that to her. So part of me always thinks about it every now and then, but you know, if I need to use it again, I'm sure she'll let me borrow it. So it's not that big of a deal, but I did let that one. Next item was another Louis Vuitton piece. It is my Louis Vuitton Papon bag, and it's the one over here. This is a vintage piece. I love it so much. The reason why I let that go, not because I don't like the Papon shape. I love it. I love the fact that that one came with like the mini one inside too. It was I sourced that one for myself. It was very hard to find the set. But I did want to pick up the Damier Bean one. I haven't found one yet for myself. I know I had a couple that was on Back Crush, but I'm still waiting for that perfect one for myself. I don't need any bags at the moment, so I'm not like in a rush, but I'm sure someday it'll come back in my collection. But I do really like that one. I think it's a great bag. So if you guys have that bag, it is a phenomenal bag. It fits so much, so cute. And I just think it's like such a timeless when it comes to Louis Vuitton. And you guys know Chanel vintage, Louis Vuitton vintage just holds dear to my heart. Last one on list is my Fendigraphy bag. Now I started with the mini bag over here, which I still have, I still love. I need to use more, but I love it so much. And then I picked up the regular size bag as well. Now, after having the two, I just realized that the regular size was just a little bit too big. of a bag I wanted because the leather is a little heavier, and it is a little bit like weighted. So for that reason, I was like, oh, I don't know. I actually picked up the mini one more. So why keep something you're not using? So I did let that one go. However, they have a new one now that's in between the small and the mini. And I think it comes with a strap too, which is like the perfect piece. I'm not gonna pick it up just because I am in the process of downsizing everything, so I don't need that bag at the moment. But if you guys are looking for the perfect size, I honestly think that would be ideal, because if you're like me, you don't want anything too big, but sometimes the nano one is just a little too small. Get the one in between. I think that is actually like a great everyday piece. But like I said, the one that I let go of, which was, I believe, the small size, the Fendi underneath, which makes the bag, the Fendigraphy bag, so amazing. I love when you wear it. It just has the Fendi like right there on your shoulders, but it is a little heavy. So if you're not a person that likes, not super heavy, but just any weight at all, that bag may not be right for you. So I recommend going to the boutiques, trying it on before you just purchase it, and then get a sense of like, is this something that I could use every day once I have my things in it? So yeah, those are some of the bags that I let go this year. For the most part, you know, like sometimes just things just don't work out, or it's not what you think it is. So I always recommend, you know, like don't buy things on a whim. Sometimes I do and I regret it. Always think about it. Like, you know, ask yourself, is it worth the price? Are you going to use it? Do you love it? Right? And if the answer is no to any of these, then it may not be right for you. And sometimes the price, we know it's high, right? Designer bags are price high. They're designer bags, just the way it is. I don't necessarily love the pricing, but it's just how it is. But if we love it enough, we know we're going to use it. It makes our heart sing, and it's something that fits within budget, then it's something to consider. So I try to look at all those things before I purchase bags. But yeah, that's just my little video on some of the bags that I let go of. And again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.